Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Broken Brand. I'm your host, Stuart, and today we're going to be looking at James Cameron's Avatar. Unlike yesterday when we looked at Netflix's Avatar: The Last Airbender, Avatar just seems to be the word of the week this week, so we're just going to go with it and have fun with it. Now, in this article from People, James Cameron reveals that he's already planning on what's going to happen in Avatar 6 and Avatar 7. Just to recap, Avatar 3 will come out sometime in 2025, 4 in 2029, and 5 in 2031. That's right, 7 years from now, we're getting the fifth installment, and he's already planning 6 and 7. Now, in the article, in this interview, he's talking about how he wants Avatar to be more of a long-lived franchise, like Star Wars, Star Trek, and things like that. And I'm like, okay, I get it. That's kind of you want to develop a franchise that's your legacy. But I'm like, James, we've already got. You gave us Abyss, which was incredible. I mean, even for the time, Abyss was amazing. Uh, Titanic, Terminator. Come on, you've got a few good ones under your belt. I have friends that come down on both sides of the Avatar debate. I'm kind of indifferent. Uh, I remember watching the first one in theaters, leaning over to my wife at the time, saying, "This is Dances with Wolves," and she dismissed it and said I was being reductive or something like that. I can't remember, but I was like, okay, whatever. I mean, it's a good movie. Avatar is a good movie. I enjoyed it. It wasn't one that I watched all that much. I've watched it maybe two more times since its release. I have friends that watch it all the time. I have friends that refuse to watch it again and refuse to watch the sequel, The Way of Water. I watched The Way of Water. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. The whole Kiri character, Sigourney Weaver's miraculous Navi birth thing, that was a bit weird. Wasn't sure what was going on there, why, but hey, I just rolled with it. Even though I think that is the failure of the movie, just doing that with the explanation how it was done just really took a lot out of me. Just kind of like when the director of Abyss, a complete unique story, gives us Dances with Wolves in Space, we get a not so elegant creation of a character. But that being said, we've got three more movies coming out already in production, uh, and 6 and 7 already being planned. He said he'll be handing it off by then to someone like George Lucas did and things like that. And I kind of want to say, James, I'm not a big fan of Avatar. I'm indifferent. I enjoy the movies, but they're not my favorite. And I get what you're doing. And don't don't let your franchise do what George did. You'll roll in your grave. You'll roll in your grave. I promise you. But his comparison to Star Wars and Star Trek as this world building franchise that he wants to have immediately sparks two things in my mind. One, I'd rather James Cameron do something different and innovative with a franchise instead of just being something he's trying to mold and create similar to something else. That's what he's known for. Don't try to make that comparison. I would have said something to be like a franchise abounding that is abounding out into something completely different than any franchise has ever seen. Do something like that. Be more creative. That's what you are, James. That's who you are. We expect this from you. But two, with that comparison, it sparks goes back in my sci-fi memory to all my favorite sci-fi shows: Star Trek, Star Wars, Babylon 5, um, all these Battlestar Galactica. What's one common thing, even in Star Trek Deep Space Nine? They all have one common thing: they don't stay on the same planet. So, not to be wrong, I mean, even though Stargate was based on Earth, they went to other planets and other things like that. We have to see the Navi leave the planet and go somewhere else and do something else with conjunction with someone else, with Earth, with somewhere, somehow. I don't know. But I think to continue just to completely tell stories about a singular world might be limiting and is in the tail of the Navi people and its continued expansion as a franchise. I don't know. I am I'm not on either side. I'm not pro Avatar. I'm not against Avatar. I don't love them. I don't hate them. I'm just indifferent. I think they're okay movies. Let me know what you think down below, and just let's get talking about that ideas or articles or things you've heard that what we expect to see in the next three movies, and what do you expect we're going to see in 6 and 7. I'd love to discuss it with you guys. So until next time, I love you all, and there's nothing you can do about it.